This presentation uses redundant audio and video for the benefit of all, including the blind or deaf. This segment is regarding affecting source orientation. In the previous segment, the following illustrations were presented. Pause the video if more time is needed or desired for viewing any illustration or slide. Here we have the illustration of lack of source orientation and source balance. Somewhere along the way of our experience, we come into an awareness of choice for source orientation and source balance. With that awareness, we may affect our qualified choice made complete and thereby, like flipping a switch, engage source orientation and source balance. It's ongoing source orientation and source balance process which affects clearing or clearance of coloration, and there proceed into optimized source orientation and source balance. In the preceding segment, a practical key was also mentioned. What is that practical key? It is a how-to procedure that engages and affects source orientation. Without source orientation, simply going inside or inwardly incurs all of the coloration that is there, including distortions, biases, and obstructions, which hide or conceal and inhibit the truth and other qualities of source and source nature, including our source essence and truth regarding the cosmos. Within the cosmic spirit, soul, and body, there typically are various types and degrees of darkness, distortion, biases, and obstructions that need clearing if we are to have the knowing and experiences of source orientation. Among what needs clearing or clearance are the following: false or dark beliefs, values, priorities, untruth, fallacies of thinking, reasoning, intellect, or consciousness, fallacies of perception or observation, etc. Remember previous disclosure that the cosmic spirit, soul, and body are created, experiential constructs, cosmic organs or instruments or parts, that is, things, meaning of real reality, created for cosmic experience, and they are not source, including our source essence. Engaging the source orientation and source balance process and state of being effectively remedies coloration and its untruth effects that are within our cosmic spirit, soul, and body, including spirit memory, soul memory, and the cellular memory within the cells of our bodies. In so engaging, we flip the switch for our source essence to effect the clearing of purification, such that we have source knowing regarding what we need to do in maximizing the effectiveness of the process and of the manifestation of our source nature. Source, including our source essence, knows completely and exactly what we need to do, and while of source we may be given some helpful concepts of disclosure, light, via other source essence beings, no one other than our own source essence and source essence connection provides all of the unique disclosure or revelation, light, that each unique one of us needs to know regarding exactly what each of us can do in affecting our clearing or clearance process of source orientation and source balance. Beyond the how-to key that is disclosed in this video and series, and because of the uniqueness of each and every one of us, there is no other formula or algorithm. Nearly everyone in the cosmos is relying on and using cosmos nature orientation and its processes for what are being called clearing and progression, and those processes cannot affect the truth, love, light, complete clearing, and progression that are only of source orientation and source balance. If we are relying on or orienting to cosmic spirit and spirituality, For example, spirits, including our own, spirit guides, and spirit planes, we are yet mucking around under the influences of cosmos nature and its untruth. Mucking around. Being undoing, involving the nature or ways of muck, that is, coloration, dirtiness, or lowness. If we are relying on cosmic soul, including our soul and soul grouper family, we are yet mucking around under the influences of cosmos nature and its untruth. If we are the most adept shaman in the cosmos, we are yet mucking around under the influences of cosmos nature and its untruth. Remember, only Source, including Source Essence, and Source Nature are principal, Source, and principal, primary or first, and preeminent or sovereign in order. And Cosmos and Cosmos Nature are ever subsequent and never equal to or greater than Source and Source Nature. Cosmos and Cosmos Nature, that are created things, that is, real or reality, are ever unreliable, untruth, regarding clearing, clarification, or clearance in accord with the qualities of Source Nature, including Source Consciousness, Source Knowing, Source Truth, Source Love, Source Light, Source Strength or Source Power, Source Sovereignty, Source Balance, etc. If we think that real or reality is truth, we are driven or driving under the influence, DUI, of cosmic intoxication or narcosis, toxic or narcotic type effect, and we inevitably experience some stupor, great insensibility or nonsensicality or near unconsciousness, and a narcolepsy, narcosis-induced sleep or obliviousness attacks or seizures. Otherwise, Source orientation provides, among other provisions, the built-in revelation or disclosure, light, and a knowing of Source consciousness regarding the genuine truth, Source truth, of what each of us can uniquely so do, and provides the built-in Source strength or Source power to do it, whatever it is. In this, such light, knowing, and strength or power are not a download, something received, and do not occur by download. They are of and affected by a type of decompartmentalization, involving clearing or clearance, providing excess and flow of what we, Source Essence, already know and have. And the decompartmentalization is part of the Source orientation and Source balance process in state or way of being. How do we affect our Source orientation? Number 1, be aware of and recognize our Source Essence being and related fundamentals, including distinctions between Source nature and Cosmos nature. Number 2, be aware of and recognize that we have a choice of orientation, whether Source nature or Cosmos nature. Number 3, affect our qualified choice made complete, the process switch flipped to on. And number 4, continue and maintain our qualified choice made complete, process switch flipped to on. Here's the process in brief review. Number 1, be aware of and recognize our Source Essence being and related fundamentals. Number 2, be aware of and recognize that we have a choice of orientation, whether Source nature or Cosmos nature. Number 3, affect our qualified choice made complete, the process switch flipped to on. And number 4, continue and maintain our qualified choice made complete, that is the process switch flipped to on. What is our qualified choice made complete? Qualify, to invest with or have qualities which satisfy a certain state of being. The qualified choice made complete is the choice that is invested with and has the nature, combination of qualities, that satisfies the requirements of the state of being, that completely makes or forms the choice that affects Source orientation and Source balance. Such is not a whimsical or shallow choice, occurring of a mere I'd like to notion. Yet, an I'd like to notion may be transitional and engage more flow toward our qualified choice made complete. What does the qualified choice made complete, or the choice, involve? It involves the function and qualities of the choice. What is the function of the choice? It is like a light switch that, when turned on, places, creates, or completes a demand on an energy or power source, and so activates the lighting of a light bulb. And it is like a railway switch that causes the reconfiguration of the rails and so puts the train on another track, path, course, or direction, orientation. The choice affects a switching from cosmos nature orientation, direction and way or state of being, to source nature orientation, direction and way or state of being. What are the qualities or qualifications of the choice? Our qualified choice made complete, or the choice, involves affecting the following qualities of that choice. Number 1, preference. Number 2, priority. Number 3, faith. Number 4, trust. And number 5, persistence. Let's expand our awareness of these qualities of preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence regarding the choice. We consider preference. Preference, promotion or advancement of one thing, state, or quality into being carried or held in front of another thing, state, or quality because of greater or greatest liking or love for the one thing, state, or quality. Regarding the choice, preference is source and source nature preference. Source and source nature preference. The preference which, because of principle, like, or love, meaning primary or first, and preeminent or sovereign like or love, promotes or advances source and source nature into being carried or held in front of cosmos and cosmos nature, including all things thereof. For example, such preference places source and source nature before, in front of, or ahead of cosmic spirit group or family, cosmic spirituality, cosmic soul group or family, cosmic body, so-called life or survival, cosmic genetic group or family, cosmic social or ethnic group or family, approval of others, etc., including cosmic mission. Note, source and source nature affect source purpose and use regarding cosmic spirit, soul, and body, and related groups or families in accord with source truth, source love, and source light, including source progression. For clarification regarding mission, let's take a look at it. Mission, state of being sent to do. Our essential being and most innate being are source, involving our own source essence. Our source essence, our truth being, is never separated from source to be sent from source or returned to source. We are simply using our cosmic spirit, soul, or body without being sent. Yet in the location of much coloration, the cosmos, created things, spirits, souls, or bodies, may send other created things to do things of cosmos nature, and that without source, or our source essence, going anywhere. Our endless and ever and always present source essence is not sent. It is ever present and always present, yet it has its purpose, that is, the purpose of source regarding why it creates and uses the cosmos and its created things. If we are on a mission and so are sent by our spirit, soul, or body, group, family, plane, or dimension to perform some cosmic something, we are mucking around in cosmos nature orientation. That is okay. It is an allowed experience within the experiential construct. It simply is not source nature orientation or manifestation. And we have a similar situation with soul contracts, cosmos coloration. That is, they are not source light or source truth of source orientation. Again, note, source and source nature affect source purpose and use regarding cosmic spirit, soul, and body, interrelated groups or families, in accord with source truth, source love, and source light, including source progression. If we find that we are on a cosmic mission, we can reorient and do exactly what our source essence would do for the purest and truest benefit of our cosmic spirit, soul, or body, and relations, instead of doing the performance of the cosmos nature coloration cause. Of preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence regarding the choice, we now consider priority. Priority, the quality of coming before or ahead of or in front of other. Regarding the choice, priority is source and source nature priority. Source and source nature priority. The quality of source and source nature coming before or ahead of or in front of cosmos and cosmos nature, including all things thereof. Of source and source nature priority, the most pivotal priorities are: number 1, truth, that is, source truth, and not cosmos nature coloration and its so-called reality. Number 2, love, that is, source love, and not cosmos love, that is, coloration love, that is, dark or darkened love of the cosmos nature. And number 3, light, that is, source light, and not cosmos coloration. Truth, love, and light of source nature are one with all other qualities of source nature. Of preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence regarding the choice, we now consider faith. Faith, complete confidence in something or someone. Regarding faith, we affect and place our complete confidence in source, including our source essence. Complete confidence placed in source and source nature, including our source essence, does not place confidence in cosmos and cosmos nature, including its reality. Such faith also involves its priority, primary or first place, that is, before any faith regarding the cosmos and cosmos nature and its reality. Of preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence, we now consider trust. Trust, reliance in or on something or someone. Regarding the choice, trust is reliance in or on source and source nature, including our source essence, and it lacks reliance in or on cosmos nature. Such trust involves its priority, primary or first place, that is, before any trust regarding the cosmos and cosmos nature, including its reality. Of preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence, we now consider persistence. Persistence, steadfast course of action. Regarding the choice, persistence is steadfast course of action regarding source orientation. Such persistence involves its priority, primary or first place, that is, before any course of action of the cosmos nature. Let's review the process of affecting our source orientation. Here's a process in brief review. Be aware of and recognize our source essence being and related fundamentals. Be aware of and recognize that we have a choice of orientation, whether source nature or cosmos nature. Affect our qualified choice made complete, and continue and maintain our qualified choice made complete. Now, let's expand that brief review by expanding Step 3. Here's the process in brief review expanded. Number 1, be aware of and recognize our source essence being and related fundamentals. Number 2, be aware of and recognize that we have a choice of orientation, that is, whether source nature or cosmos nature. Number 3, affect our qualified choice made complete. The process switch flip to on. That is, affect the preference, priority, faith, trust, and persistence of the choice. And number 4, continue and maintain our qualified choice made complete. That is the process switch flipped to on. What next? Keep on keeping on. Have fun, enjoy the process and experience, and be amazed. We are amazing. Together, we rise. This segment, F3S1, has been regarding affecting source orientation. This completes the fundamental series regarding source, cosmos, and us. Other videos may occasionally be posted. All fundamentals necessary regarding affecting source orientation and its source direct way of being have been disclosed in this series. When each of us has affected his or her source orientation, each of us will have the clearance to know directly of source all else that we need to know in our experience. Because of this, there is no need for a more advanced series. Multiple and complete viewings of these segments will aid more complete comprehension. Email any questions or comments to scu.nicemail@gmail.com. Thank you all very much for the positive responses. Please share this with your social circle and support this communication with a like and subscribe. This Tim Pledger, the source and author, is solely and completely responsible regarding this presentation, a message and gift of disclosure. And you, the hearer or viewer, are solely and completely responsible regarding what you do or do not do with it and the effects that you so create.